Testing. Good night, True Hola. Good night, True Hola. Good night, True. Good night, True. Before we start, may I talk, people, thank you, the organizers, Blumi, Paitim Big Blahan, Lo, Wabiki, no team, Blem, go past, organizers, event. Thank you. Give me Paitim Man, looks out, Brass Band, Blumi, Brass Band. Thank you very much, Brass Band. Thank you, Lo, all girls come, escort me, go. Thank you to the boy staff, people providing security. Thank you very much. Now, people, blow, hola. So much people stop the house. There's Yaninen, box number 18, me talk good night to you, blow. Okay, thank you, Drew. Thank you, Drew. We got plenty something me like Toto Glam, but not got enough time, so I will be brief. I will get straight to the point. I was asked a question 2 weeks ago when I was campaigning in a settlement. They asked me this question, oh, talking about some Des Yaninen, you want the good money. Why are you losing a good walking in the country? Now why you like come na contest in these elections? Only talking about some politics and want a dirty game. Only talking about some politics and want a stupid game. Now why did I have to get myself involved in this? And I said, the reason why I am doing this is because things are not right in this country. Me stop now, me look at I blow me straight. I've experienced it. I am a victim of things not happening the right way. And because of that, if I don't do anything about it, I am sorry that my children will not have a future. And I want to tell you, people of Boston Northwest, people of Hohola, you stop the house, they put in me out, we come. Me like talking to you but now, or some planting something in a straight low country, do you mean? I'll talk about 5 of these things now when we finish. The first thing that I want to talk about is about the state of our economy. Now you may stop here, you may have a boast, Papua New Guineans, you may have a fighting bros, you may have a Togo, and Papua New Guinea want a rich country, and we want a wealthy country, and we got oil, and we got gas, and we got gold, and we got copper, and we got cocoa, and we got vanilla, and we got coffee, and we got palm oil, and we got fisheries, and we got logging. You may got kind resources inside this country. We are supposed to be one of the richest countries if we look at the value of the resources that we have in our country. But the unfortunate thing is that despite the fact that we are so rich, our people are so poor. You know, there was a study that was done. Papua New Guineans, how much money do Papua New Guineans have compared to people in neighboring countries? So this study is called income per capita. Minimum, a Papua New Guinean, how much money do you make in 1 year compared to the other countries? No, one country, Australia. Australians, they make on average about $24,000 per year. That is how much the average Australian makes. Only scaling country, New Zealand. New Zealand makes over $30,000 per year. That's what one person in New Zealand makes. Coming back to Australia, how much does the average Australian make? 24,000. How much does the average New Zealand person make? $30,000. How much the average Fijian make? Fijians on average they make about $17,000 per year. Now what about Papua New Guinea? How much does the average Papua New Guinean make? Remember, we have oil, we have gas, we have gold, we have silver, we have copper. We are a rich country. Australia makes 20,000. New Zealand makes 30,000. Fiji makes 17,000. How much does the average Papua New Guinean make? I'm sorry to tell you that we don't make as much as Australia. We don't make as much as New Zealand. We don't even make as much as Fiji. When you look at the statistics, Papua New Guineans are only making not 17, not 15, not even 10. Papua New Guineans are making only $2,000 per year. Papua New Guineans are very, despite the fact that we are so rich, our people are so poor. We are very poor. We are suffering from poverty in our country. The question is why? Why do we have all of these resources in our country, but yet we are so poor? Do you want to know why? Hohola, do you want to know why your country is so poor? Yes. Do you want to know why your people are so poor? Yes. This is the reason why. Despite the fact that we own all of these resources, when these resources are processed, when they are extracted from the country, and when they are sold, 90% of the organizations that are responsible for selling these products, 90% of these businesses in our country are owned by foreigners. That is why all the wealth in our country is being taken out of our country and sent overseas, and it helps to build other countries. Meanwhile, Papua New Guineans are suffering. I will explain this to you. Mila give you blabim or temple finger blibla. Olelo grandstand. Abim temple finger blibla. Abim or temple finger. Now you got down in one finger. How many fingers are left? 9 fingers. Put them on blibla down. Those 9 fingers that you have, they represent the 90% of all businesses in our country that are owned by foreigners. 90% of all businesses. Your 9 fingers here. Only kissing fingers here. I'm good for Hola. 9 fingers of Sibinisha. Now, the last finger blue and no fight them stop here. We have to take back our economy. Otherwise, if we don't do anything, all get the wealth that you miss a fighting bros na so for us to be a rich country here. Well, believe me, going to build him on Narba country, make him all rich and maybe poor. One by time, me stop lo one blow office for me. Me stop lo Sydney. Me lulu go to the window lo me. Me stop lo 17 stories building here. Big building here. Tell me look come out to the window blow me. I blow me and come bump. One time Sydney have a bridge here. Sydney have a bridge on the triple Mama Blue Bridge. It is one of the most famous structures in the world. So maybe walk about go down the bridge. Me go down the Solwara. Me go to hospital the bridge. Now me look here. The hospital bridge. Only write him story. The how will walk him the bridge. All people know how you the him good. Story the bridge me also. All write him or carve him inside the stone here. Me read him also. This bridge was built in the year 1930. Now we kissing money away. No, this time, no 1930, according to the writing of Kavim going to the stone, now even reading, only talk of them, the 1930, even got one the big pillar gold rush. What is a gold rush? A gold rush is when gold is discovered in an area. Now man is a rush color hub, or a rush color kitchen gold there. In 1930, all get a white man, only pull up in Balus, take him all ship, no only sail come, only fly come to Papua New Guinea, all go to Moraba province, all go to Wapulolo, no only kiss him, so all get a gold there. All kiss him, all gold blow you me, only carry him go to Sydney, only sell him, no only kiss him money, no only build him to a big Mama to Sydney Harbour Bridge. This is a story only survey, only write him, only carve him go inside the stone, no Sydney Harbour Bridge, and then at the foundation of the bridge, and I read it with my own eyes. Now we start the meeting in the solar. We talk, ayo, sorry, oh. All resources for Papua New Guinea, wealth for Papua New Guinea. Emi go now build on the country. 1930s, Emi build in Sydney. Emi no stop. 1940s, Emi go. 50s, Emi go. 60s, 70s, Emi go. Wealth baby, Emi build in Sydney. Emi build in Brisbane. Emi build in Cairns. It didn't stop. 1975, you make some independence. Time you make some independence, all people know hola. You even fight like some independence to another. Did we fight? Did anyone die? Were any shots fired? You even kiss him independence to me on a golden plate. Why? Because we were only given political independence. We did not receive economic independence. Who is controlling our economy right now? I want to tell you that 90% of all the businesses in this economy, in this country, 90% of the wealth, 90% of the money in our country is controlled by foreigners. You think that you are politically independent, but you are still economically dependent. Economically, you are still a slave to foreigners in your own country. People of Papua New Guinea, you have to know this. 9 finger, all cases finish. Now 1 finger, stop it there. We must fight to protect it. Because if we don't, let's finger on to my kiss him here. Now time will kiss him, had him good. 100 of businesses, they will finish. 100% of the businesses, they will kiss and finish. What is going to be left for you and me? Nothing. Your children will have no future. How long is it going to take? We need our parliamentarians to rise up and protect us. But I want to tell you now, people of Papua New Guinea, people of Mosby Northwest, people of Hohola, I want to tell you now that your parliamentarians, your members of parliament, your ministers, they do not serve the people of Papua New Guinea. They are currently serving foreigners and foreign interests. Why am I saying this? I'll tell you why. In 2016, Team Levy, Milovan go past the writing on the law. Writing on the law is the law and the protecting Papua New Guinean businesses from foreign competitions, from foreign influence. Why did we make that law? This law was passed because I got so many complaints. Or people who me only complain of them. Or Kongongia, only come to compete one them all. They're putting our people out of business. Why are they doing that? This is how. Number one, they engage in tax evasion. Only no buying tax food to country blaming. They're making all of this money. They're not paying taxes. They're doing it in a number of ways. In fact, one of the biggest foreign-owned businesses in Papua New Guinea has been logging in our country for over 30 years. And in the 30 years, they have made billions of kina from the forest of Papua New Guinea. And over those 30 years, Miller Togimi Yosef, they have not paid one single toya in taxes. They are making billions in our country. Billions. They have not paid any taxes. They're just coming here to exploit our nation. We must do something about it. We have to fight against it. We have to rise up. We have to empower our people. Last week, we did a news article. ICCC here. Only go to Quebec, or go to Civic now, or go to make him investigation. Take him all get out of Congo store to Civic. And this is what they found. They found that the majority of Congo store in Civic, they were selling expired goods to the people of Civic. All Civic expired and stop it. All rotten kagaya. Why are they selling expired goods? I'll tell you why. Because they don't care about our people. All they care about is money. The other thing that they found that in those shops here, they had big rice bags, flour bags. Only pull up the coins here. Coins. He got 1 kina, he got 50 toya, he got 20 toya, he got 10 toya, 5 toya. Now why not for begging pull up the coins? According to the ICCC, the news blog, ICCC reported that all foreign-owned shops, all Congo store, who could kiss him, all get a coins. Kiss him gonna put him now. Also we melt him here. Also we melt him now. Also kiss him silver inside there. Time will kiss him some silver can. Also we're gonna sell him some silver. Also melt him some silver pan and sell him here. These are some of the corrupt, illegal practices that are happening in our country that are done by those people. They are also responsible for smuggling counterfeit products into our country. So what you want the Papua New Guinea, so what you make him store up to you better go buy him straight something, the wholesale, straight from the manufacturer, you will sell it. You know that you are selling original, authentic Papua New Guinean made product, you are selling that in your store. But time on the Congo and make him store up land. Me like talking you about yourself, I'm not selling original PNG made product, no God. Every time smuggling or counterfeit products coming to the country. Under the label, it says PNG made. Something true not made in PNG is made in China. Now time will come to sell him here. Price on sell him here, all sell him very cheap here. So was tin fish, so was you buy him, no one by public in the store, you will buy him no 6 kina. All but sell him same tin fish, no 5 kina. Now you may all customers here, you may tell yourself, ayo, this is store cheap here. You may all get a goal to store here. Something true. Me like talking about yourself, this is tin fish here. You tell yourself, you can get original tin fish here. You can get one of fake tin fish here. Sometimes even the surveillance, fish appetite or no so but select or Google no put in the guy stuff. They are putting a lot of our people out of business. We have to do something about it.